Good morning everyone, my name is Thanesh. Today I will analyze Petronas' marketing strategy in India by evaluating how the company balances standardization and customization. This is important because multinational companies must decide whether to maintain a consistent global strategy or adapt to local market conditions. According to Petronas Activity Outlook 2026, Petronas operates in more than 100 countries across the global energy value chain, making it a significant international player in the oil and gas industry. It has evolved from a Malaysian state-owned oil and gas company into a global energy corporation operating across upstream, downstream, and renewable energy segments. India is one of the most strategically important energy markets globally, as highlighted by the International Energy Agency in 2026, due to its rapid industrialization, urbanization, and sustained growth in energy demand. According to the BP Energy 2025, India's energy demand is expected to grow significantly over the long term, driven by infrastructure development, manufacturing expansion, and rising urban consumption. This possibly India as one of the most important growth markets in the global energy landscape. However, the market is also highly competitive and structurally complex, with strong domestic players such as Indian Oil Corporation and Reliance Industries dominating distribution networks and benefiting from deep local market integration. As a result, Petronas views India not only as a growth opportunity but also as a strategically challenging market that requires a careful balance between global capability and local adaptation. This makes India highly relevant context for examining how Petronas maintain its global identity while responding to strong local market pressures. The core question would be, should Petronas prioritize global consistency or local adaptation in India? Three key theories guide this analysis. First, Levitt's global standardization theory argues that firms can achieve efficiency and cost advantages by using standardized products and marketing strategies across markets. This theory will apply to evaluate Petronas' use of consistent global brand identity and operational efficiency. Second, the concept of localization suggests that successful multinational companies combine global consistency with local adaptation. This will be used to assess how Petronas balances standardized global strategies with local market responsiveness. Third, according to Johansson and Venel, 1977, the Uppsala International Model explained that firms gradually increase their commitment to foreign markets through learning and partnerships. For Petronas, the objective is not to choose one approach entirely. Instead, the challenge is determining which marketing element should be standardized and which should be customized to maximize competitiveness in India. Brand name is most highly standardized aspect of Petronas strategy. The company uses the same Petronas name logo and corporate identity worldwide. This creates global recognition and reinforces trust among stakeholders. In the energy sector, reputation is particularly important because customers, business partners value reliability, financial stability, and operational expertise, while the core brand remains unchanged globally. Petronas adapts certain communication activities to local audiences. In India, stakeholder engagement initiatives and market specific messaging help improve communication effectiveness and strengthen relationship without altering the core brand identity. However, changing the Petronas name, logo, or corporate identity would provide limited strategic benefits. In fact, excessive localization could weaken the credibility and trust associated with the global Petronas brand. Therefore, the benefits of standardization significantly outweigh the benefits of customization for brand strategy. This explains why I classify brand name strategy as highly standardized. Petronas should prioritize global brand consistency while selectively adapting communication approaches to suit local market conditions. This aligns with the Levitt's global standardization theory, which argues that standardized global branding enhances efficiency, consistency, and international recognition. This also consistent with Petronas Integrated Report 2024, which highlights the importance of maintaining a unified global brand identity to support stakeholder trust and international market presence. Thus, the strategic verdict from brand strategy is prioritize standardization because global trust and credibility are critical. Product strategy demonstrates a stronger balance between standardization and customization. Petronas maintains global quality standards, engineering expertise, and safety requirements across all markets. This ensures consistency and protects the company's reputation. However, India presents unique environmental and operational conditions. Vehicle usage patterns, road conditions, climate factors, and industrial requirements differ from those in many other countries. As a result, Petronas adapts certain lubricant formulation and packaging formats to meet local needs. This improves product relevance without compromising quality. The key strategic insight is that the complete standardization would reduce market responsiveness, while complete customization would increase cost and complexity. Therefore, a hybrid strategy creates the most value. This aligns with the insights of McKinsey and Company Global Energy Perspective 2025, which suggests that successful energy firms in emerging markets adopt product adaptation strategies to match local operational conditions while maintaining global technical standards. This reflects the globalization approach where the firms maintain global standards while adapting product offerings to suit local market conditions, which gives strategic verdict that hybrid strategy maximizes the value. Pricing is one of the most highly customized elements of Petronas marketing strategy in India. Energy consulting insight from McKinsey Energy Insights highlights that emerging markets such as India exhibit high price elasticity due to income diversity, infrastructure-led demand growth, and uneven regional consumption patterns. This creates significant pressure on firms to adapt locally responsive pricing models rather than standardized global pricing structures. In India, energy and lubricant sector, strong domestic players such as Indian Oil Corporation and Reliance Industry maintain competitive advantages through integrated supply chains, extensive distribution reach, and established relationship with industrial and government-linked customers. These structural advantages intensify price-based competition in the market. In addition, pricing is shaped by external macroeconomic and regulatory conditions, including fuel taxation systems, import duties, subsidy frameworks, and crude oil-linked cost fluctuations, all of which vary significantly from global pricing environments. As a result, Petronas adopts a locally adaptive pricing strategy that allows it to remain competitive, respond to structural market differences, and adjust to regulatory and cost volatility. This reflects the strategic reality that in emerging economics, pricing decisions are driven more by local market structure than global uniformity. Globally, the company promotes consistent values such as innovation, sustainability, operation excellence, and technological leaderships. Maintaining these core messages strengthens the global brand positioning. However, the execution of promotional activities is adapted to local conditions. In digital India marketing, industry exhibition and stakeholder engagement activities are designed to reflect local businesses, priorities, and market expectation. The analytical point here is that the customer should receive the same core brand promise globally, but communication methods should be adjusted to maximize effectiveness in different cultural and market environments. Therefore, promotion is best classified as a hybrid strategy. This demonstrates localization where Petronas maintains consistent global messaging while adapting promotional execution to local cultural and market needs. Distribution is another area where customization plays a critical role. Petronas maintains a global operational standard to ensure efficiency and quality control. However, India's size, regulatory environment, and market complexity make local partnership essential. The company relies on distributor strategic alliances and joint ventures to access regional markets more effectively. This approach aligns closely with the Uppsala internationalization model, which suggests firms reduce risk by gradually increasing involvement through local partnership. Therefore, while operational standards remain global, distribution execution must be highly customized to achieve market penetration and operational efficiency. This is reinforced by industry structure insights where competitors such as Indian Oil Corporation and Reliance Industry dominate distribution networks through extensive local infrastructures, and establish supply chain control, making local partnership essential for foreign entrants like Petronas. Customer relationship management represents a moderate level of customization. Petronas maintains global standards for customer service, technical support, and operational reliability. These standards create consistency across markets. However, business relationship in India often place strong emphasis on trust, long-term engagement, and personal interaction. As a result, Petronas benefits from using local relationship managers and dedicated account teams that understand local business practice. The strategic objective is not merely selling products but building long-term relationship with the industrial and commercial customers. Therefore, CRM requires greater adaptation than brand strategy but less adaptation than pricing or distribution. This also reflects a globalization approach balancing global service standards with local relationship practices. This slide examines two additional factors that significantly influence Petronas' success in India: strategic partnership and sustainability adaptation. First, strategic partnership represent a highly customized element of Petronas' strategy. Rather than operating independently, Petronas collaborate with local organizations to gain market knowledge, improve regulatory compliance, and strengthen distribution capabilities. This approach is particularly important in India because the energy sector is complex, highly regulated, and dominated by established domestic players. Therefore, partnership reduce market entry risk and improve operational effectiveness. This also supports the Uppsala internationalization model, which argues that firms expand gradually through local learning and collaboration. Second, sustainability represents a hybrid strategy. Petronas maintains global ESG commitments and sustainability objectives across all markets. However, the company must also adapt these initiatives to India specific energy priorities and environmental policies. As India increases investment in cleaner energy resources, Petronas can leverage its expertise in LNG and emerging renewable energy solutions to align with local market expectation. From a strategic perspective, these factors are important because they go beyond the traditional marketing mix. Partnership improve local responsiveness while sustainability enhance legitimacy and long-term competitiveness. Together, they strengthen Petronas' position in India's evolving energy market. This is consistent with Deloitte Research Center for Energy and Industrial 2024 report, which emphasized that energy companies operating in emerging markets must align sustainability strategies with local regulatory frameworks and national energy transition priorities to remain competitive and legitimate. Several managerial implications emerge from this analysis. First, Petronas should continue maintaining a highly standardized global brand identity because it remains a key source of competitive advantage. Second, the company should preserve flexibility in pricing and distribution because local responsiveness remain essential in India. Third, investment in renewable energy and sustainability initiatives should be accelerated to align with changing consumer expectations and government policies. Finally, stronger digital CRM systems and strategic partnership can improve customer retention and market responsiveness. These recommendations support long-term competitiveness while balancing efficiency and adaptation. The matrix summarizes the overall balance between standardization and customization across Petronas' marketing mix in India. It shows that brand strategy is highly standardized, while pricing and distribution are more heavily customized due to local market conditions. Product and promotion reflect a balanced approach, combining global consistency with local adaptation. Customer relationship management also reflects a mixed approach with stronger emphasis on local execution. Overall, the finding indicates that Petronas follows a globalization strategy where global standardization is maintained in core brand areas while key marketing decisions are adapted to the Indian market environment. In conclusion, Petronas demonstrates how multinational companies can successfully balance global consistency with local adaptation. The company standardizes areas where global credibility and efficiency are most important, such as brand identity and quality standards. At the same time, it customizes areas where local market conditions significantly influence performance, particularly pricing, distribution, and customer relationship management. The overall analysis shows that Petronas' success in India is not driven by choosing one strategy over the other, rather it comes from applying the right level of standardization and customization to each marketing element. Therefore, Petronas' approach can be best described as a globalization strategy that supports competitiveness, sustainability, and long-term growth in the Indian market. Thank you.